Welcome back, friends. My name is Deepak More and you are watching my YouTube channel, TheIndianOptions.com. Today we are going to discuss about how to close or square up the contract. This is like one of a very important video because whenever you open a contract you will have a need to close it, and how to close it, and what are the implications of that, and what happens if you make any mistakes while closing it. So we are going to discuss everything about this in this video. Moving on to the next slide. So here there are only two ways that you can close a contract. One is that you manually close the contract. You open a contract and your profit target is met, or you are going in loss and you want to close the contract. So that is a manual close of contract. And second way of closing the contract is automatically after expiry. It means on Thursday or whenever that expiry day is, on that day at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, when the market closes, all the contracts, they get closed automatically by the system. Okay, so if your contract is expiring on that day, it will be automatically closed and all the profit loss will be calculated, and that much money will be deducted or added to your account. So, or usually when you open the contracts and when you think that there is not much juice left in the contract and you just want to let it expire worthless, that time you usually don't close the contract, and then you just wait for expiry, and that expiry system will automatically close. So these are only two methods that you can close the contract, right? Now let's take an example one by one of manually closing the contract. Now what happens, how do you close the contract? Now to close the contract you have to open exactly opposite kind of trade. Okay, so which means that you open two trades. First one is you open a sell trade, then to close this trade you will have to open an open trade, or you open the you buy the trade and then you will have to open another trade like sell trade for the same and then it will cancel out each other, and that's how you close the contract. Now I have taken this example here. Now in the blue box right in the center, we have a contract type, that is call sell. Lot is 1, that is 75 securities, premium is 100, and expiry is 18 July 2019, and strike price is 11,500. Now this is the contract terms. So in this contract what happens is, since it is a call sell contract, you are going to receive the premium of 7,500 rupees, because that is what is 100 rupees premium multiplied by 75 securities. That is what it is. Now say for example, if you now I have taken two situations, hypothetical situations. In one situation, like you are making a 50% profit and you want to close the contract, and second situations you are losing 50%, 50 rupees, and you want to close the contract. Now what happens in each of these situations, right? Now first let's take the situation where you are making a loss of 50 rupees. Now since this is a call sell kind of contract, now if the premium increases, means you are going to make a loss. Now in this example, in the pink color box, I have taken the example that the premium has reached to 150. You sold it at 100 and now the premium has reached 150, means you are making 50 rupees loss. Now in that situation what happens is that you will need to pay your premium back, whatever you got, that was 7,500, you will have to pay it back, and plus from your pocket you will have to pay 3,750, that is 50 rupees multiplied by 75, 3,750 rupees in addition to that. So your broker is going to deduct 11,250 rupees from your account and take it. Now in the sale type of contract, what happens is, when you open the contract you actually get the premium, but that premium is held by the broker in his account. So that 700 he will not give it to you, plus he is going to deduct 3,500 from 3,750 from your capital, that is the margin that you have kept, and he is going to give the remaining margin to you. So that is what happens if you make a loss. Now if you make a profit, so the premium is decreased by 50 rupees. Okay, the premium is decreased by 50 rupees, which means that you have made a profit of 50 rupees. Now in that situation what happens is, now your broker is going to give you, he already has 7,500 with him. Okay, out of that you're quitting the contract in middle, so, and you have made a profit of 50 rupees, so he is going to just give you the profit part, 3,750. He'll just put it in your account, he'll put all the margin back to your account, and that's the end of the trade, right? That's how you close the trade. So whenever you open a trade, you want to close it, you have to open another trade which is opposite in your trade. Now what are opposite trades? Now in this next slide we are talking about so call buy's opposite is call sell, call sell's opposite is call buy, put buy's opposite is put sell, put sell's opposite is put buy. So it's always like call buy, call sell, put buy, put sell, and opposite that. Only the condition when you open the opposite trade is that the strike price should be same, the number of lots should be same, and expiry date should be same. These three things should exactly match. Okay, and of course the premium will not be same because you are going to take loss on profit, and based on whatever you have done. Now I have taken an example. Say for example, call buy you have purchased, you have opened a call buy trade with premium is equal to 100, and now you are selling the to close this, you are selling it at premium 73, which means that you are making 27 rupees loss. Okay, now if you had opened a call sale initially with the premium of 100, and now if you have opened a call buy with 723, then you would have made 27 rupees profit. So that's how it is basically. So you open a trade, to close it you open an opposite trade. Okay, that's it. And the opening an opposite trade is also called as square off. So you'd say like open a trade and square it off. Okay, now sometimes what happens is, not sometimes, like most of the time, a lot of times it will happen that you might open some wrong trade or something, so you wanted to close it but you did some mistake or something. Then we are going to take some examples of what actually happens behind the screen if you do this kind of mistake, right? So there are like 5 as a human you make some human errors, human mistakes. So there are 5 type of human mistakes that one can do. One is like you open a wrong contract type. You already had a put sell and you wanted to open put buy, but instead of that you again opened a put sell. So that is a mistake, contract type. Okay. Second one is lot size. Now you had like 5 lots open and you say by mistakenly you opened the opposite trade with 15 lots, just a typing mistakes. Okay. Then wrong expiry date. Now the expiry date was say whatever 30th Jan, and you took a new trade that is 7th of Feb or something. So it is a wrong trade. A wrong stock price. The original contract was say at 12,300 and you opened the wrong contract at 12,200 or something. Or you just accidentally square off parts of your contract. That's happened. So let's discuss this one by one. What happens in each situation. Now wrong contract type. Now in this example I am saying that you already had a call sell contract of one lot, and the premium was 100 rupees, and you opened you wanted to open a call buy, but accidentally you opened a call sell contract with everything remaining same, and now the premium is 120. So what will happen in this situation? In this situation, now in your trading account, now you will have 2 contracts open and the premium will be like averaged out to 110 rupees. That's what will happen. So you wanted to square off, but the square off didn't happen. Instead you got one more extra lot with you. Okay, so this is the wrong contract type. Now wrong lot size. Now in the example I am saying that you had one lot, and in this call sell lot, and now you wanted to buy a call buy lot, but instead of typing one lot you type 10 lots. Now in that situation what will happen is that your contract, now you will have that you had one call sell and you had 10 call buy. Out of one will get cancelled, and now you will end up with 9 call buy contracts at 120 rupees as a premium. And so now you will have to again square off these 9 contracts if you have to. Okay, so the wrong lot size, it will actually cancel whatever is, and then whatever is the remaining, it will be kept in your demat account. Okay, there's nothing you can do. Next is wrong expiry date. So in this example, I am saying that you had one call buy for you had one call sell contract for 18 July. So you wanted to open one call buy for 18 July, but instead you opened one call buy for the 25th July expiry. So in that situation, what happens is your original contract is not squared off. Okay, but now you have one more contract with a different expiry date in your demat account. So now you will have one contract for 18 July, that is call sell, and one call buy contract for 25th July. So one will be call sell for 18 July, which didn't get square off, but you will have extra contract for 25th July. That will be a call buy. Right? And then wrong strike price also, like if you had the original contract of 11,500 and you opened a new contract with say 11,600, in that case now you will have like two contracts, one for 11,500, one for 11,600, one call sell for 11,500, call buy for 11,600, and the original contract didn't get square off. Okay, so you'll have an extra contract. So accidentally square off. Now this thing has happened with me, accidentally square off. Now I already had 10 lots of call sell, and actually I didn't know that I have this, and I opened accidentally call buy contract, 6 contract. Okay, and then because I thought the market is going up and things like that, and what happened is that it accidentally squared off 6 of those original 10, and now I had only 4 lots of call sell remaining with me. Eventually what happened is that call sell contract, which I actually intended to keep, it got squared off, half of it basically, because I opened a put buy contract with the same expiry date, and the system thought that okay, he wants to square off half of it, and then it's squared off. So actually there is no human involved in this whole buying and purchasing. So you cannot basically say call the broker and say, hey, I made a mistake and things like that. You just have to square off, take whatever the delta profit or loss you had, and then you'll have to again open the new contracts. Okay, so and what happens at automatically square off? So normally you would keep the contracts open until expiry when you think the contracts are going to expire worthless. Basically, usually when the premium reaches at a very low level, like 9 rupees, 10 rupees, or when the expiry is really very close by, maybe today, tomorrow or something. And if you think that there is no way that the market is going to reverse the direction, you do that. People usually try to keep the contracts which they know that they are going to expire worthless, because to save some brokerage, because you need to pay brokerage to this thing, and actually brokerage contract amount is really very small. So I would prefer, why to take risk, if you have to close, just close it. Why to wait till the expiry? That's my thinking, but your thinking could be different. So these are the various ways that you can close the contract, and what happens if you do some mistake, you'll have to again understand what happened and then try to mitigate that by opening another new contracts or closing whatever accidentally contracts you might have opened, okay, by taking some profit loss. So okay, that's about it for this video, and thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my button, please subscribe to my video. The button is down here somewhere, and thank you very much. Please share this, and if you have any doubts or any questions, please put in the comment section, and I'll try to reply it as much as I can. Thank you very much, and you have a nice day. Bye bye.